My name is Doug Magison. I'm one of the conveners of the Edmonton Coalition Against War and Racism, which is hosting today's rally. The Edmonton Coalition Against War and Racism came into being in the fall of 2002 when the forces of the United States and its coalition of the willing began to beat the war drums, and which led to the war in Iraq, which erupted in March of 2003. On March the 20th, 2003, the Edmonton Coalition Against War and Racism organized the largest demonstration that the city of Edmonton had ever seen. We had 18,000 people of goodwill on the streets of our good city protesting against that war, and we remain protesting against the other wars that are unjust, immoral, and illegal that now Canada, under the Stephen Harper government, has been involved with and started.
We're here today on a pan-Canada call to support getting our troops out of Afghanistan, ending the war, and having the Canadians cease bombing Libya.
And what's your message?
Our message is a message of peace, and that we should be working on conciliatory diplomatic methods to solve the crises of our time and not resorting to war from the sky.
Now, do you think this issue has gotten enough recognition or concern in the local election race?
Even General Rick Hillier, retired, says that this issue has not got enough attention. And of course we know that it's a lonely place when all the parties that are in Parliament have voted in favor of what we consider an illegal, unjust and immoral war on another country.
What else can you say about this that I'm not asking?
What I can say is that the Edmonton Coalition Against War and Racism has been doing this for 9 years now. Our maximum protest was 18,000 people in the streets of Edmonton in March 2003 as we were opposing the war in Iraq. Things can get out of hand real quick, and we think that this situation in Libya has been approached in completely the wrong way by Canada and by the Stephen Harper war government.
And basically it's a petition to investigate the crimes of 9/11 and the 24 Canadians that were murdered. To date we've never done so, yet we've committed our troops in Afghanistan in retribution for 9/11. Based on the only official story that we know of, the George Bush 9/11 Commission story.
Yes. That's a joke.
Okay.
How do you feel about 9/11 being used as a justification for
I'm not. Afghanistan is about revenge, and it's the minister who talked about revenge had lost his ministerial post, some years ago. We're in Afghanistan and we don't know how to get out.
Something has to be done. Don't know where to begin. Walls are meant to frame houses, not trap people in. Not trap people